Hi, this is Guerdy, and I'm here again to give you a little more healthcare tidbits. Um, so, just for the record, every information that I get from the World Health Organization and definitely from healthcare. And just know that I feel like the World Health Organization is more fully funded and the scientists are more up to par with their information. The CDC is another organization which stands for Center for Disease Control. I get information from there too, but I just feel like because of the high turnover within the last couple years and the fact that it's been really, funding has really been gutted, that I'll take their information, but I'll always compare it with the World Health Organization. So, definitely with facial masks, I know that a lot of people are concerned about wearing them, especially like when you are standing in line and the person is less than 1 foot away. The Center for Disease Control and the World Health Organization state that a droplet precaution is between 3 feet. I've also seen 6 feet. So for safety's sake, we're gonna just say 3 to 6 feet. So if you are somewhere where you're less than 3 to 6 feet and you want to wear a facial mask, the surgical mask is just as good. If you're in the front line, definitely the N95 will be much better. N95s are used for airborne precautions, which is people like that are sick with tuberculosis, and that's something that your facility should initiate because you have to be fit tested for that. And usually the supply coordinator does that, or the staff development department does that. So with facial masks, a surgical facial mask, just remember, we breathe warm air out of our nasal passages. So if you're gonna wear a facial mask, a surgical facial mask, just make sure that when it's warm and moist that you get rid of it, because you're rendering it ineffective. So carry a couple with you and try not to have it on for more than an hour. Interchange it, and as you're interchanging it, just wash your hands in between. But definitely it's a good idea to have a surgical mask if you're in like very closed spaces, and it's a way for you to protect yourself and to protect the other person. And also remember, if you are feeling sick and you have symptoms, please go see your doctor. I am going to say to please, please, please stay home unless you really need to go out for work, or just to get groceries and stuff. Just try to stay at home as much as possible. I had posted earlier that we need to stop feeding this virus. And the more that we are activating the mode of transmission through contact, the more it would spread. Another thing really quickly is that your clothing, right? As nurses and healthcare providers, we usually have a separate basket for our uniforms and wash them in separate laundry. My grandma always told me growing up, do not bring your street clothes and sit on your bed. And I always thought that was kind of weird, but it makes sense. So when you go outside, you never know who's gonna cough on you. So your street clothing, I would suggest that you put it in a separate laundry and wash it differently, or if you take it to the cleaners, just put it separately. Try not to get on your couch or on your bed with your street clothing until you change into your regular house clothes. All right, so those are the 3 things. Make sure facial masks, you change them interchangeably every hour, or when they get wet and moist. Make sure you wash your hands with soap and water for more than 20 seconds, or at least 20 seconds. Try to separate your clothing from your street clothing to your house clothing. And have a great day, and I'll give you some more tidbits later. And you can get your information from the World Health Organization, the Department of Health, and the CDC, also the National Institute of Health. Thank you. Have a great day.